What's going on, guys? Drone B here, and as you can see, I've got an expansion left behind. It turns out, and I was really hoping they wouldn't do this to us, but it turns out if you have expansions in the realm of Super Champions, they don't random port back to your home realm. So this is left behind in realm, what is this realm? Realm 2943. It's a lost cause, guys. To get it back to my home realm, I'll need expansion teleports. But now the problem is you have to buy these. You can't use loyalty for them or anything like that. So that's kind of frustrating, but oh well. I guess that's the way it works. I'm hoping that at some point I can get it in the Moogle market. But we'll have to wait and see on that. I guess in the meantime, it's just missing. It's gone, guys. So Realm of Super Champs was pretty fun. It was exciting. Let's see. I learned a bunch of things, actually. I learned, probably the most important thing that I learned is that all T7s are not equal. And we kind of knew that, but the differences between the best T7 accounts and the worst T7 accounts, it's gigantic. There's one guy, and I have him in at the end of my last video, or at the end of last minute of one of my videos recently, that shows me getting attacked by a Citadel 66, and he smashed me, like completely smashed me. And what it is, guys, is it's really good hero, it's really good gear. Probably the most important thing is the rainbow gems and his march size. He had like a 500 something thousand march size. Well, actually, the first time he attacked me, it was 400 something thousand, but he attacked me the next day, and he had like 550,000 or 500 something thousand. So that's a massive march size. I'm guessing he used some boost there too also. But he also has, you know, they've got the rainbow gems, right, guys? The really good T7 accounts have level 6, level 7. I've heard stories of a level 8 rainbow gem out there. So those are no joke. That's going to boost your warriors, your cavalry, and your mage attack. So the level 6 is 12,000 each. The level 7 is 48,000 each, I think. Something like that. It's like ridiculous, guys. It's insane. So rainbow gems are what we need. And so far, the best way that I've seen to get them is still in the packs. That's like the only way I've seen. There's the sealed anniversary. What are they? The sealed anniversary chests. You can get them. You can get the rainbow gems in the packs. There's we had the Realm of Super Champion chests. Those included some, not very many though. It was pretty low probability of getting them. But also in the 1-year anniversary chests, I think you can get them. You know, we'll keep our eye open for them. Eventually, I get the feeling there's going to be a pack, or there's going to be a way to get them that's effective long term. The only way that I've heard that other people have got them also is on the Jewel Mine expansion. Though I have to say, if you get them from the Jewel Mine, it's super rare. I've been farming this. I probably got, I don't know, probably 200 chests so far and no rainbow gems. So, you know, it's pretty rare. It's pretty rare. Maybe as you level it up, the drop rates are higher. Probably not. Maybe though. If anybody knows, leave a comment. I'd be curious. I've had some people say that they've got it from this, and they've got like 1 or 2 lifetime, like since this thing came out a couple weeks ago. So we'll keep checking in on that. In other news, we've got Conquer the Trial of Heroes in Ignis Guild Hall dungeon. So I'm pretty excited about this because, as a lot of you have known, I've been unable to get Ignis XP. The game, they refuse to let me get Ignis XP. I can get XP for all the other champs, right? Because if you click this plus sign, so what you do is you have your hero active for a couple hours, you click the plus sign, and then you click get more. And typically it pops up like this. But for my Ignis, it did not pop up. This doesn't pop up. Nothing shows up here. And another thing to notice too is down at the bottom. Well, for a while they were including. Okay, so they stopped doing that, but for a while they were including hero XP down at the bottom. And I bought a pack, guys. So I'm gonna rant here for a little bit, but I bought a pack, and oh my, now we gotta find this pack. Okay, not that I bought a couple packs. But just to show you guys, okay, here it is, guys. So, oh nope, that's not it either. All right, this is the pack. Yeah, this is the pack, guys. So I bought a pack, and look down here, 0x Hero XP Ignis. It's like that just shows they refuse to give me Ignis XP. Like they will give me 0x Hero XP for Ignis. That's oh, there's like a conspiracy going on, guys. It's been driving me crazy. So I can't get Ignis XP. It's always 0x, right? It's always 0x. It's some glitch going on, but I'm going to rant a little bit more here. So I bought a pack. I was trying to buy an expansion pack because I needed the expansion teleports because I had a feeling that they weren't going to let us, we're going to have to teleport them back. So I tried to buy another pack for the expansion blueprints. It was a flash pack. It came with 500 expansion blueprints and 2 teleports and some like other stuff too. Like it was a great pack. But of course, I go to click buy, I click confirm, and when I hit confirm, my game crashed. So my game crashed, it was on my phone, the whole thing minimized, and I knew I was like, uh-oh, this is bad, this is real bad, I'm screwed now. Best case scenario, I reload my game and the coins are still there. Worst case scenario, the coins are missing and the pack never went through, and that's exactly what happened. I reload my game, there's no coins, so my purchase was in limbo. And I just kind of forgot about it. I figured something, I'll contact Amazon or something later. And about a half hour later, the purchase went through. Go figure. And it bought me this pack, which wasn't even the pack I tried to buy. This was just the one that was active at the time. And check this out, guys. 10k Exalted Tomes or 10k Exalted Blueprints. Is that not the worst pack? And I compared this was the same gold, the same platinum, and the same speed ups, and the same resources. So everything was the same as the other pack I was going to get. Except for, rather than all the goodies, I got these worthless 10k Exalted Tomes or Blueprints. Jesus, man, this drove me insane. When you spend so much money on a pack, you want to get the pack that you're trying to buy. So, I contacted support. And as we all know, Machine Zone has the worst support known to man. If you know another company with worse support, I'd love to hear about it because I don't believe there's a. This is so bad, guys. Like, I can't even imagine why they wouldn't correct this. Like their game crashed. Clearly, nobody would buy this pack. Like maybe if you're in a new realm, you'd buy this pack for the gold. But if you're in an old realm where you're getting this much gold in every pack, you're not going to buy this pack. Because these are worthless when I have 500,000 of each of these, so I don't even need them anymore. Ah, geez, man. And their support's the worst. I'm convinced that nobody actually works at Machine Zone. It's all automated Russian bots. Like, this whole company is run by Russian bots, and this is some conspiracy just to piss off everybody else in the world. But of course, oh well, it is what it is. I'm going to stop complaining because I'm sure you guys don't like hearing me complain, especially when everybody has just as much problems with them as I do. So, yeah, moving on. So what I was trying to get into there is how excited I am for this Conquer of Trial Heroes for Ignis. So this is going to drop Ignis XP, it'll drop Ignis medals, it'll drop Ignis AP points if you're running in the Guild Hall dungeon for this. Let's see, it looks like their game's having some troubles again. Alright, so it's back up. I'm back in business. So we've got our Guild Hall here, and boom, so here it is. Trial of Heroes, Ignis. Let's spectate this for a little bit. I'm guessing it's 20 levels. It's probably the same as the Luna Trial of Heroes. And along with this, it also drops materials for an Ignis Weapon. And if you finish the dungeon, you get Ignis Weapon also. Well, you don't get the weapon. Sorry, guys. You get materials for the weapon. Big difference there. So let's check out this weapon. Let's see if it's worth it. The Luna weapon's pretty awesome. So I have no reason to think the Ignis Weapon wouldn't be equally awesome. Man, I'm so excited I can finally level up that Ignis. Of course, I've almost completed my T6 research. So, of course, as soon as I get Ignis leveled up, I'll have T6 done. It won't even matter that I have Ignis anymore. Nah, I'm just kidding. Ignis is good all the way. Even up to through T7, Ignis is good. So here we go, guys. We've got a special alloy forms the core of the pair of blades. They cut with such force to stop foes in their tracks. Nice. So 1700% additional siege attack max. So if you have Ignis at level 100, you'll get 1700 siege attack. Alright, we've got troop attack bonus 759%, trap attack 1830 at legendary, and then these all scale with the hero. So 17%, 11%, and 11% per level of your Ignis. I'm guessing if you have them equipped on the Ignis. So that's not too bad. Let's see, what about here? 100. So, you know, depending on your weapon, if you can get the green, that might be better than a weapon that you might otherwise have. Right? Because that's better. Like, even this one is better than... I mean, that's better than a decent chunk of the weapons. Even this one, that's better than the Arbiter weapon. I'd rather have that than the Arbiter weapon for sure. So if you can get the blue, it starts getting a lot better at blue. But one thing, and it looks very similar to the Archaean weapon, doesn't it? Because you've got attack and you've got trap attack. Where is the Archaean weapon? Okay, here it is. So troop attack and trap attack. So it's slightly better than the Archaean Crusher because it's a little bit more attack and quite a bit more trap attack. And then you get the siege buffs and the airship buff and then the other buff. So that's if you get the legendary. It's going to be tough to get a legendary one. Whereas the Archaean Crusher, it's not as tough to get the legendary. So, you know, chances are, if you're only after the weapon, I'd probably do the Arcanaeum Guild Hall and just try to get drops from that. Well, I say that, but if you have an Ignis, it's worth doing the Ignis just to level them up some. So if you don't have an Ignis and you just want the weapon, you know, maybe you're better off with the Arcanaeum Hall. Well, it's probably pretty similar. I wonder how many runs you'd have to do to get the legendary on this. That's a good question. Probably more than anybody has contracts. But pretty good weapon, not gonna lie. I'd love this. Mech attack. Okay, mech, airship, and siege. You know, siege is kind of... you know, actually, this would be a really good weapon for magitek events, right? Because you're gonna get a massive siege buff with a good attack buff. So this is gonna be really good for magitek events. Nice. It has some use. Let's see, what else is going on? We'll see. It's been kind of quiet. Oh, actually, one thing I want to do is I learned some new things about this Nexus, the Crystal Nexus, that I didn't quite realize. So it turns out it doesn't matter what level your Nexus is at. You can use any of these. You just need to get the cores for each of these. So if you get the Glacial core, you can use this one, even at Nexus level 1. Now, so the question is, why would you want to level up and upgrade your Nexus? And the reason is, as you level it up, you don't need the cores to activate these. So at level 1, so when you get the building in the packs, you'll be able to use this one every time the cooldown's done. So even if you have cores or not, it's like basically you have unlimited cores. If you have, so like for the adventure core, you need building level 1, and it says it here. Actually, it would say it here, but Yeah, it doesn't for this one because it's unlocked for everybody regardless. So every time the cooldown's done, I can use this one. If I level up my Nexus at level 2, you can do this one an infinite amount of times, after the cooldown's up. So you can do it once, and then in a day and 12 hours, you can do it again. And every day in 12 hours, you could keep doing this one at Nexus level 2. Then at level 3, you can do this one every day in 12 hours, and it scales up. So you'd want to get that Nexus to level 7 to get this one every 2 days and 12 hours. Because this, to me, is like the really good. This is where it starts getting really good. You've got, these aren't all that great. I mean, they'll come in handy, but really this is the one I'd want. And then the Abyssal Core's nice. Get that troop training speed. Yeah, it gets a lot better, but you gotta level it up to level 9 to get some of these. So, there's going to be the big spenders will do that, and they'll get the city assaults every 2 days. But I'm not convinced that this building's really good. Now, this building gets better if we have a way to get the Crystal Nexus blueprints. Then this building would be much more attractive. Because I've noticed the events already stopped dropping the cores. They've already quit dropping the cores for us, like the fragment chests that we can use to make the cores in the magitek converter. So, I have no way to get them already. I feel like this is just a big waste so far. And there's always the chance, and they seem to do this, as time goes on, eventually this building will have some use, even for everybody that unlocks it. Eventually this will have more use than just this level 1 base skill that you get, which is upgrading your quests. So eventually, eventually they'll do something probably to get the blueprints, or they'll have a way to get the cores. But for now, there's no way to get the cores except for buying packs. And that's just kind of frustrating, right? Like, you don't want to waste a pack on a building and then not really be able to use it. But that's the way it is. And also, I did, back to this secret university. So one pack, this is what it was able to get me. It got me this unlock. It got me City Defense Elemental Troop Armor, which is a big, big number. 1634. So I got it up to 1634. And this is all with 400 choose your, choose your essence or whatever the, whatever this stuff is. Choose your flask. That's what it was. So 400 total of choose your flask. And I got one, so what did I get? I got 100 of the flasks of Arcana, and then the rest, I got all the flasks of Earth. And I was able to get these boosts. So I got that one up to 1600 something troop armor, city defense. This one's up to 207 Earth Elemental HP. I got this one up to 545% Earth Elemental troop attack. And then I unlocked this one also to level 1. And this at level 1 is pretty decent. It's what's really good. It's 2,600% city defense HP. That's a lot of HP. And then 1,400% Earth Elemental attack. And it lasts for 42 minutes. So that would be really good in like the next realm of Super Champions or in RVRs or neutral realm events. Of course, the downside is you need the materials to enchant your gear to get that boost. So if we come over here, to apply enchantment, I need 110 of both of these. So 100 of that one and 10 of that one. And I have no way to get these that I've seen yet. It doesn't drop it in quests right now. It doesn't drop it. I've seen some in packs. That's the only way I've seen to get this stuff so far. So, it's kind of like the Nexus. It's like we have these awesome boosts, but it's kind of tough to use them. Actually, there's no way to use them for now. We'll stay tuned for that. So basically what I would say is I wouldn't unlock this building unless these boosts are really going to help you out. So if you have like a ton of Earth Elementals, or if you have the... So basically if you have the Earth Elementals, that means you have the Elemancy Hall leveled up some, and then that you also have been getting the Earth Elemental mats in some way, the essence for the Earth Elementals. So, if you've been getting, maybe you have the expansion to get it, In which case, these research upgrades might be worth the pack, even if you only get one boost. You know, even if you only get to use this boost one time, it might be worth for the research, depending on how many Earth Elementals you have. Now, you'd want to have a lot. Like, you'd want to have, you know, to have these buffs be worth it, you'd want to have, you know, over 100,000, I would think. Though this one's pretty good. That applies to all elementals. 1634 armor. Not bad. So, yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much all I've learned. Oh, actually, one other thing. One other thing, guys. One of Ravis's skills that I'm super pumped about. I don't think I overlooked it, but I didn't quite see the value in it. At least not until I started leveling up my expansions. And the one expansion that I'm really in love with is the Moogle Village that produces Moogle credits. And I would love to have these two. Expansion production and expansion cost reduction. But this one, 400% max. Oh, I want that bad, guys. So I think all my future energy is going to be focused on leveling up Ravis to 80. So I can get some of that expansion production. And I'm sure it's a beast to get them to 80. But, you know, I'm just going to, every time I attack, I'm going to use Ravis. Every time I level up my buildings or research, I'll use Ravis. He'll get the XP for that. I'm going to always have him equipped, except for when I switch over to the other champions for a couple minutes at a time. But I'm always going to have him equipped and attack monsters and just try to, you know, get a couple medals here and there. Like, you know, it's not many medals, right, guys? You could attack all day long and you'd be lucky to get any medals dropping. But, you know, some is better than none, because right now the packs I'm seeing for him just don't come with much. Like 1,000, I think I've seen up to 2,000 Ravis medals, and I've yet to see over 500 million. 500 million? Yeah, I've yet to see over 500 million XP in a pack. So that's not going to get me very far. Like, maybe that'll get him a couple levels. It would take so many packs to get him to 80 right now, but I'm just going to slowly level him up. You know, eventually I'll get closer to 80, and then the packs will slowly get better with time. So, you know, in another month, I might be able to get a couple billion XP in a pack with hopefully 10,000 medals at least. So I'm going to just, you know, use him for now, try to get some free XP points in the meantime, and wait for the packs to get a little better. But I want that expansion production, especially on that Moogle Village, because the Moogle Village is such a good value long term. So now we can check out. Turns out, okay, this is another good thing to say, is I made that expansion video, and I wasn't sure about the rates per hour because I was in the realm of Super Champions. So it did multiply it by 5 in that realm of Super Champions. So level 1 gives you 33 an hour, 2 40 an hour, 3 59 an hour, and 4 86 an hour. So if I could get, even at level 3 here, and then I can get Ravis's 400% bonus, you're going to get a lot of stuff in the Moogle market. So you need this, and you need the Moogle market unlock. So you'll need the Moogle market, and you'll need the Moogle village. But you know, I think if I could only buy 2 packs today, and I was playing long term, it would be the Moogle market unlock, and it would be the Moogle village. I think those would be like I think for right now, those are the best long-term deals. You know, maybe a gear pack. Maybe you'd want a gear pack instead. Like, get the magitek alpha gear pack. You know, but I think for long-term, if you get the Moogle market and you get the Moogle village, and, you know, I think that's a pretty good deal. Because, okay, so some of the drops I've seen here, guys, and it closes for a couple days at a time, and then like every week it opens up, or every 2 weeks it opens up. So you have to do all the purchases while it's open, of course. But so some of the things I've seen in here, I've seen hero skill resets, and I think that's a really good purchase here, because you know, people used to have to buy a pack if they wanted a skill reset. You used to have to buy a pack to get that, and if you can get it, and they're pretty cheap, like in 2 days, you can get enough credits, even at level 1, to get the hero skill reset. So, I mean, that right there makes it, you know, 2 days to get a hero skill reset? Heck yeah. Every 3 days, 3 days? Yeah, every 3 days you could buy a teleport here. Or every 3 days you get enough credits to buy a teleport here. At 10,000, I've seen a lot of Guardian gear, Legendary Guardian gear, Legendary Guild Hall gear. I've seen, so that's the Light Forge. I've seen Legendary Dread Mist gear. I've seen so much good gear here. I've seen all kinds of Legendary chests here. You can get keys to chest here. You can get building unlocks. So I've seen an Oracle Temple unlock, a Munster Farm unlock, Mercenary Hall unlock, Order of Heroes unlock. I've seen blueprints for every single thing imaginable. So crafting blueprints. I've seen gem, gem scroll blueprints. I've seen, of course, you know, the Exalteds and that kind of thing. I've seen, what else have I seen here? I've seen Commander Hall blueprints. I've seen Elemancy Hall blueprints. I mean, you can get just about everything in the Moogle market. You know, and I've seen, and occasionally we're going to get the Moogle market bosses, or not the Moogle credit bosses, like the Wasp boss, and bosses that drop credits. So that right there, you can get tons. I mean, look at my purchase log. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Why didn't I just show you guys that first? Hero skill reset for 1,000. Hero skill reset for 900. Why was this one cheaper? I don't know, guys. I tend to think they scale with the level of your Moogle village. Like, I think they do something really sketchy. I just haven't quite put my finger on it. Or as you get credits stocked up, it gets more costly to use your credits. I'm just joking, but you know, you can get some of the ideas of what I've been getting here. So I bought a ton of Elite Origin. So these are level 3 commanders and up. So at 400, so you can get 2 Elite Origin expansion chests every day if you're staying on top of clearing out your Moogle village. So Guardian chest 1,000. Some of these might be the Wasp credits. I don't think you can get. I think these are Wasp credits for the Guardian chests. You know, I was buying a bunch of secret keys. These were all Wasp chests. So you know, you may not be able to get. So these credits are different than the Moogle market credits. They're like the Wasp credits. So, you know, it'll be a little bit more expensive in terms of Moogle credits. But, I mean, just some of the ideas of what I've gotten here. Teleport for 1,500. Really, the thing I was most excited about, it was nice to get the Earth Essence bundles. And these weren't normal. They should really distinguish on your purchase history. But these weren't Moogle credits either. These were Supreme... these were Realm of Super Champion credits. So these were a special credit, but these were normal credits, 1,000. I mean, that's 2 days. You can get a hero skill reset. That's a good deal, guys. Like, I love skill resets are like super valuable to me because, you know, a lot of times, like, I'd really love to equip my Ravis for magitek events, right? Like, stack him up. You know, level up his Imperial Fortress really high for the events, and then use it skill reset, and then, you know, skill him as you normally would. That's going to be really nice. So, you know, again, I think if I could only buy 2 packs, I would get the Moogle Market unlock, or maybe you don't even have to get this unlock. If you could get a free building unlock and unlock the Moogle Market, and then get the Moogle Village expansion. I think those are that's the 2 packs that I would get as of right now for a long-term player, because you're going to get, over time, you can get full Guardian gear. Like within a couple of months, you could get full Guardian gear from farming the Moogle village. So, you know, and then a couple months later, you might get a full Mother gear set. So you can get, you know, I mean, it's just, you get skill resets, you can unlock other buildings. Not a bad way to go long-term. That's my take. You know, trying to think what other building would be better than that. Because that's like the building that you can get to unlock the other buildings too, right? Like you can get the Oracle Temple through that, Merc Pits, the Order of Heroes. Oh, I've seen Order of Hero tributes in the Moogle Village also. Man, too many words, in the Moogle Market. So, so yeah. Oh, and I've also seen 50k batches for the the high elixir, which is the yellow stuff, for the what is this called? For the proving grounds. So I'm clearly getting tired, guys, so I'm going to shut it down here. But hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are taking it easy. Hope you guys had a good couple of days, good week of interesting events. And get ready for the Blitz RVR coming up. All right. Oh, and farm up that Ignis XP too. That's what I'll be doing. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See ya.